Hey y'all, welcome to Cooking with Coach Amy. In this video, we're going to talk about PPP, Pearls Perfect Poop Porridge. I know that the poop kind of throws people off, but if you just want to call it Pearls Perfect Porridge or just go with PPP, that's fine with me. So what this porridge does is it really gets in there and cleans out your gut, and that's something we all need. It's not harsh, and it also, if you have trouble the other way, where you have to go to the bathroom an awful lot, it can help with that too and get you regulated and kind of normal and regular, so that's always nice. So what I want to talk to you about is how I prep my PPP. So the recipe is in the caption, but we're going to prep 4 containers. If you see here, I probably do about 10 to 12 at a time when I prep all my containers, but I just want to show you how quick it is. So I have a 2 tablespoon scoop, which is super helpful. And we're gonna start out with our steel cut oats. If you wanna do organic, gluten-free, go for it. This is what I have in my cabinet and I've had it forever, and so I'm just trying to use them up. So we just do a scoop of the steel cut oats in each one. Now it says 4 tablespoons of old-fashioned rolled oats. 4 tablespoons is a 1/4 cup, so I'm going to use this 1/4 cup scoop. It is so nice to have these prepped and ready to go. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how fast it is to dump it and boil it. Okay, next is 1 teaspoon each of whole psyllium husk, which I have the THM of that, and then also ground flax seed meal here. So we'll go with that first. A rounded teaspoon of each. Grounded flax is really good for hormones. It's a really great fat for you to have in your diet. I'm sure a lot of other awesome things that I honestly cannot come up with right now. Maybe I'll link that in the caption for you too. All right, now we're gonna do our psyllium. The psyllium is the active ingredient in Metamucil, if that helps you a little bit. Fiber, helps get things going. It's gonna cause your PPP to be kind of gloopy, but that's really what's gonna help your gut the most. So if you can get past that and find a version of PPP that you love, then you'll be good to go. All right, next thing we have is 2 pinches of mineral salt. We're almost done. And then we're gonna do 2 rounded doonks of stevia. This is pure stevia extract, okay? This is not just stevia from the grocery store. This is a lot more potent than that. If you don't wanna use pure stevia extract, you can just use your favorite on-plan sweetener. Almost done. Okay, that's it. Do you see how fast it is? How easy? Just take some time on Sunday afternoon. You could even put one of your older kids to this job and get them to prep you some containers. I'm just gonna show you the bag. These containers are from Walmart. They're great value, 4-ounce little clear cups. They're near the plastic forks and knives and stuff like that. And so now I have 4 in like minutes. So 3 minutes so far on this little video, and I've really talked a lot too, so it didn't take long, maybe a minute and a half to get those 4 done. And it doesn't take long if you add more and have, you know, the 10 to 12 like I normally do. So we're gonna come over here and make my Fo-Reese's PPP. Hey y'all, are you ready to make some Fo-Reese's PPP? So I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Like if I'm gonna go off plan, that's what I'm gonna eat. I mean, it's a rare occasion, but I do. But I love chocolate and peanut butter together, and why not put it in my oatmeal? Using THM pressed peanut flour, we can have a low-fat version of this yummy Fo-Reese's PPP. So let's get started. All we're gonna do is open up one of our little containers, and we're literally just gonna dump it in the pot and save that cup for later. I have 2 cups of water. You can reduce that to 1.5 cups if you want to, and that does reduce the gloopiness a bit. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. I really love the Ghirardelli Dutch processed cocoa powder. That's what it looks like. Okay, or I do have Hershey's here. I didn't use that today, but if you want to use Hershey's, that's fine too. Unsweetened cocoa powder, doesn't matter what kind. Okay, and now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of peanut flour, pressed peanut flour. If you saw my original recipe to this, it had 4, but I went back and did a little bit more math and saw that it was a lower fat version if I could do this. Oh, it'll come out. All right, 3 tablespoons of that. I love using this to make peanut junkie butter too. That's a great recipe. All right, and we're gonna add a teaspoon of super sweet. If you wanna add more, you can. All right, a couple more additions if you want to. It's a little extra, but I do have the THM extracts, chocolate, and peanut butter. If you find them in your local grocery store that are on plan, that's fine too. I just do a couple drops. That was that was chocolate, and a couple drops of the peanut butter. A few shakes. All right, I'm just gonna give it a little stir. All right, so the directions say that we're gonna bring it to a boil. I always cover it and bring it to a boil, and then pay attention to it because it can overflow really quick. Okay, so we definitely have a rolling boil. I'm gonna turn it down per Pearls instructions and let it boil for another 5 minutes. All right, that 5 minutes is up, and now we need to stir well. It says with a fork, but this pot, I am not using a fork, so I've got this little silicone spatula. So stir, stir, stir. This looks like those no-bake drop cookies. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all see? That's what it looks like. It smells so good. All right, we're gonna put it in a bowl. All right, let's get this in here. Now, this is gonna take some time to cool off. On busy mornings when I've gotta get the kids to school, I have put this in a cup with a handle before. And then I'll hold my cup and I eat it like that when I come to stop signs, or I finagle it somehow. But this just looks so delicious. Now mine isn't very gloopy, but it is pretty solid as you see, but that's because of that psyllium husk. All right, now I have some peanut butter, just maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon. It's not much. And it just came right out of the refrigerator, and it's kind of warm over here by my stove, so it was a little melty. But that's it, y'all. I just topped with a little bit of on-plan peanut butter just for a little creaminess. It's so yummy. I hope you'll try it. Check out my social media for a lot of other recipes that I do. For instance, I had a Christmas PPP. It was cranberry vanilla. I've done strawberry and vanilla. The original PPP recipe calls for frozen fruit in the bottom of your bowl. Put the PPP on top, cover with a dinner plate for a while, and let it sit, kind of steam up that frozen fruit. It kind of helps cool it down quicker too. Really yummy, so you can try that with all variations of fruit. I do enjoy my apple cinnamon PPP. It's similar to sweatpants, kind of tastes like that. But just like after I dumped my mix and my water, then I do a diced apple and let that cook together. And at the end, I put it in a bowl, and then I have a mixture of gentle sweet and cinnamon in a shaker that I just mixed up. And I just sprinkle that on top. It's super good too. Kind of like stewed apples from the Cracker Barrel. So I hope you'll try PPP. There's so many variations. You've got to find one that you like. Please remember that this is an e-recipe. As written, without the additions of the peanut flour and stuff from my Fo-Reese's version, as written, the plain PPP does not have any protein, and we have to have lean protein when we have an e-meal because that is just pure carbs, and that'll spike your blood sugar, and that's not good for anybody. So what I normally do is just have 3 tablespoons of collagen in my coffee. Just real easy to do that. Sometimes I'll even do Canadian bacon heated up to add protein as well. With this one, we've got about 10 grams of protein, so I'm going to do 1 scoop or a tablespoon and a half of collagen in my coffee and enjoy this together for my breakfast. I hope y'all make this soon. Let me know what you think.